Hey everyone, welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday. It's Tuesday, October the 4th, 2011, and as you can see, I'm standing in front of my Project of Doom quilt top. I did a giant post on Sunday all about the Project of Doom and about the journey. What I didn't get in there was just how much this means to me, and I will keep telling you guys this, especially those of you that participated in the Project of Doom. But this project means the world to me because it really is my last big Harry Potter project, and I feel like it sort of is the culmination of all of my years in the fandom and loving Harry Potter and being friends with you guys and Talk to Me Tuesday and So Hooked. And when I used to work on the Leaky Cauldron, I used to work at Harry Potter Crafts, and just all of these things piled together with going to fan events and costuming and everything else. It's all in there. I can't even begin to tell you guys how just amazing it feels to have this top completely together. When I took it from individual blocks and started piecing this together into rows, after working for months and months and having this idea in my head for so many years, all of a sudden, you know, I went from having these blocks that had just been this idea to rows of books. And as that was happening, it was so surreal just to go from, you know, I've worked very hard on every single block, whether it was designing it or piecing it or embroidering it, and all of a sudden it's quilt top. It's exciting that it's done. I'm obviously thrilled. Make sure you check out my post on So Hooked because I do have some pictures, like I said. I want to show you a couple things. One question I had for my photos is I do have muslin on the back of my blocks, and what I did there was I put muslin on the back before I hooped it for embroidery, and then when you embroider, none of this will show through. What the muslin does is it gives you an extra layer so that when you have all that thread on the back, it's not going to show through the front, so that once this is quilted, you're not going to have little shadows of thread going across your words and things like that on the back. It does make it really heavy because there is a lot more fabric on here than just what's on the front. I am going to have this quilted by Shannon from Rock Creek Quilts, so make sure you go to her if you guys need a quilter. She's amazing. She's quilted for me before. I know she's quilted for Shay before. She is fantastic. She does beautiful, beautiful work. So if you're not sure and you've got your Project of Doom all done, make sure you check her out and just at the very least get a quote, because she does gorgeous, gorgeous work. I probably won't ship it off for quilting until after I've had a chance to show it to some local friends, and once that's done, then I'll pack it up and ship it off. And then I'll have to show it to you all over again once it's quilted, because I'll be so excited that it's all quilted. I did not use a wood grain fabric on mine, though I seriously considered it, and it's what I recommended. I used a fabric that, I don't know if you can see it here, but it's got little dots of all different colors. And what I really want done is I want the quilting to be wood grain so that you get these cool dots, but also you get like the quilty wood texture. My goal is to show this in my guild's quilt show next year, because I would love nothing more than for people to get to just stand in front of this quilt and look. And I want the same thing for your quilts. If you did a Project of Doom quilt, show it, share it with your library, take it up to the local elementary school and let people see it. I mean, just get it out there. Let people enjoy the joy that you had, because I just can't imagine walking in front of a quilt like this without knowing it existed first. And even though I worked on it for hours and hours and I know what all of the blocks are, I still find myself staring at it and going, oh, and there's that book, and oh, and I forgot to put that in there. And just so, you know, share the love, share it with everybody. I do have one thing I want to show you guys that is not Project of Doom, but it is Harry Potter related. I supported Terry and Sasha's effort to collect money for the Red Cross, and they sent me the little blood drops that you can see in their videos, and which I didn't bring outside with me. But they also sent me a gift, which I thought was really, really nice, and it's a little wall hanging. And it's got all 4 house crests. It's plastic canvas with yarn, and it's got all the house crest, and it's got a little thingy for hanging on the back. So I'm gonna hang this in my project room where I do all my sewing and all my designing. So thank you guys. I really like this. I think it's really fun. I showed it to my husband. I showed it to my kids. They thought it was great too. I have a big stack of Stars for Linus upstairs that will be going into a quilt top hopefully in the next day or two. I actually have the right colors for 2 different quilts, but I just need a few more to make 2 more quilts. So that would be 3 Stars for Linus quilts total, and hopefully I'll get some quilting done and get the other 3 tops that I finished and showed you last week for Linus done before the next meeting, which is October the 15th. I find it very distracting to record outside because I can hear people starting their cars, and I can hear neighbors' dogs barking and babies crying, and occasionally I hear a squirrel go by overhead. So if I seem a little distracted, it's a little noisy out here today. So I think that's going to be it for this week's Talk to Me Tuesday. Hopefully it's short and sweet once it's all edited up. I hope you guys are geared up for There and Back Again, which starts tomorrow. I have already written the post. I've seen all the fabulous pictures. We have a wonderful sponsor. It's going to be so much fun. And again, There and Back Again starts on FandomandStitches.com tomorrow. Completely free block of the month, Hobbit themed. So it is a fandom themed block of the month event, and it's going to be really fun, I think. It's going to be a little bit different than the Project of Doom for a couple of reasons. One is I'm not the only designer, and 2, it's a block of the month and not a block of the week, so it has less blocks and it'll last longer. But I still think it's going to be really exciting. It's going to be a lot of fun. Look for my pattern tomorrow on Sew Hooked for the Quilting Gallery Celebrate Christmas Quilt Along. There will also be a designer profile featuring moi on Quilting Gallery, and I will have links for those, but I don't have them now. So sewhooked.com, and then the Quilting Gallery, you can actually get to that link from the sidebar of Sew Hooked. I will put a link for the whole event so that you can at least get to the event, but that will be posted tomorrow on Wednesday, so yay. So I hope to see you guys on Fandom and Stitches, and I hope to see you guys next week. Bye. Dog.